Halo, halo, siemano, to znowu ja. Dzisiaj jest nadal 5 września 2019 roku, czwartek, jest godzina 14, prawie za 10 minut. Kontynuujemy granie w jak się nazywa? Kingdom Come Deliverance. Fajna giera. Jeszcze przed upgrade'em PC-owym, czyli procesorowym. Gramy dalej sobie w to. Pogadajmy. Jeszcze mamy trochę pogadania, więc nie będę się jeszcze skręcał. O.
I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Ale ty nagle ładna ten... O kurwa, co mi się stało? Chyba
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
To tam jest kuchnia? O. A wiedziałem, że tam jest kuchnia. Coś kojarzyłem.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Co oczywiście będziemy musieli zrobić ręcznie, bo jeżeli tego nie zrobimy, to będziemy mieli dopiero... Ja pamiętam, że to były takie akcje jak właśnie, że jak będziemy chcieli jedz i chuj. Cel. Żeryj, kurwa. Pamiętam, że sytuacje są, że jak się rozbierzesz, możesz w zbroi spać, ale jak się rozbierzesz, to bardziej odpoczniesz. O, podnieś. Gdzie tu jest gar? O, z tego gara sobie jebie. No kurwa, wrzuć do gara? O! Najedzmy się. Soczewica, bułeczki, serek, kurwa. Ale przysmaki sam, ale bym sobie coś ojebał, powiem szczerze wam. Serek, o kurwa, serek. Jabłuszko. Ogólnie tu da się robić takie rzemiosła w stylu właśnie gotowanie i ono tam daje bonusy i daje i oprócz gotowania też jest tam tylko jabłko mogę wrzucić, a te jedzono co sobie teraz zagarnąłem? Kradnij. Nie, to nie chcę. I oprócz gotowania też jest alchemia. Pokaż jadło. A tu czemu jest tak mało? Poziom główny. O, ucz się. Asceta. Aha. O chuj ty. O! Myślę, że tego zwiadowcę weźmiemy jak na razie. Ucz się. Siła. To na razie nie będę. Zręczność. W zręczności nie mam punktu. O, witalność. Wolniej się wykrwawiasz. Biegniesz wolniej, ale dłużej. Nie, to gruboskórny weźmiemy sobie. Może tego grabarza? Albo wiecie co, weźmiemy tą twierdzę, bo to jednak bardziej. Dobra. O, obżarty jestem jak świnia. Widzicie tą świnkę po prawej? O, mogę tu sobie sprawdzić. Walka. Ości, trzyma. O, przeżarcie. Z wieśniaczką pogadamy. To było okropne.
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh, no.
O, lubią mnie. O.
I ran to the castle for shelter with the others. Behind me I could hear the shouts of the attackers and the screams of the wounded. Then I turned and saw father trying to save mother. They were both killed. The gate was closed by then. The men on the battlements were calling to me to run and warn you here. And with God's help I made it.
My God, that's horrible. You were lucky to survive. And our thanks for warning us. I'll pray that you see better times.
Reputację sobie podwyższyłem. Ugotuj, o. Ogień, kurwa. O ty, ej, dobra, bym już przysypiał goś na stojące. Jeszcze mogę z kimś? Kucharka.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Dobra, na razie
Take care.
idziemy spać. O, widzicie, już przysypioną. Gdzie on? O, tutaj. Usiądź. Kręcę z uniża się. Nowe kodeksy. Inwentarz właśnie. Inwentarz i on mówił, żeby zbrojkę i... się musimy rozebrać. Słaba słabej jakości, bo dostaliśmy nią w nogę. Dobra. Śpi. Ile chcę spać? To było też zjebane jakieś. Chcę do 5. Weźmy do 6. Jedenaście godzin. Komfort 50%, strawa 100. Energia, aha. To się odjebało. Co, przychodzą wojska albo coś pewnie, co? Już nie pamiętam jak to było.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
O, Strzepanka przyszła.
Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Strzepanka chce zaliczyć. O chuj, ty, stara wiedźma przyszła. Nie, no ale ile ona ma? 30 par lat? No dobra, mogę jej
You
powiedzieć.
might be right, my lady.
Ty, co się odjebało?
I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Chuj,
A
zrobię
fellow
to.
by the name of Kunish owed money to father.
Chuj, na
Sent me
kolana
to
jej
collect it
siadłem.
from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
O, udało się.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzi.
O, mamy tą przewagę. Dobra.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
O chuj, dobrze jej nie straszyłem, ty. Dobra, idziemy.
A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack,
How awful.
and then death descended on Skalitz.
Dobra.
Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
Tak, kradzież konia i spierdolanie.
It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Ale to prawda, uratowało nam się młynarkę uratować.
It's terrible. How could something like that happen?
Tak o.
God
That's
alone
the
knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years.
7 lat, czyli ma 25
That's how
lat.
long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Ma około 30.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Czemu zabiera jedzenie? Suka.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Zabrała jedzenie, ty. Jutro Boży dar, czy jak on tam miał poczuć ode mnie wódę, no mnie zabije. Ale jedzenie na Zagrychę zapomniała zostawić, kurde. No, straszne sny. Czy śpisz bez ubrań, co ty pierdolisz tu?
Help us soon. Don't be a coward.
Na pewno by tak nie mówili. Andrzej jest zjebany.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Kurwa, ubrać się muszę. Mam nadzieję, że się wyspałem. O, dobra. Dobra. Wszystko jest, wszystko jest. Coś tu mogę zajebać? Pochodnia. O. Ej to. Ty, ja mogę pochodnie odpalić? O chuj, ty, mogę. Nie, dobra. Nope. Chyba tędy, co? Tak, tędy. Ty, łeb mi zaraz urwie tabelka, takie niskie to. Urwa do misji, co jest w tym terenie prywatnym? Aha, spoko. Ty, to jak tam kurde przejść? Może tędy? Strzepankę odwiedzimy w nocy. Gdzie jesteś? Znokautuj ty. Dobra. Mogę tędy przejść? O, dało się. O ile to będzie tutaj. Kurwa. Nie powinno cię tu być. Czy ja schodzę dobrze, czy tutaj nie ma nic? Kurwa. Ja pierdolę. No, ale co do w ogóle jeszcze mojego upgrade'a komputera z tym, z kartą graficzną, bo to jest ciekawa historia. Z powodu tego, iż to nie było wszystko. Jak już mówiłem, miałem tak stary set, że mój monitor ma wejście tylko DSAP i DVI, tak? DSAP i DVI. Czyli te takie stare wejścia, jeszcze pinowe. Musiałem pójść do sklepu, wydać 40 zł, kurwa. Nawet nie na przejściówkę, bo przejściówki nie było, tylko musiałem wydać 40 zł na kabel, który po prostu dał mi możliwość tego, żeby podpiąć tą kartę graficzną do monitora, nie? W sensie, wiadomo, kompa do monitora. Aha, dobra, tędy mogę wejść, super.
All they have to do is lean on some Scarlet serf and you'll happily tell them everything. I didn't think of that.
Ale
Not that
lagi.
I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place for them, then right here behind the solid wall.
Nie, tam gadają coś.
The best thing would be to join forces with Scarlet and wipe Sigismund's butt.
Oni gadają, myślą, co tu zrobić.
Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Dobra.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
Jestem?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. he'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Take care.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Ansig. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Zajebista gra, co? Alright.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Alright. Mogę jakoś
What is
pomóc?
it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Take care.
alright, ale mokro mi w butach. Trzymaj się straży na blankach. O ty kurwa. Co, mam tak łazić? Tutaj nikt nie patrzy. O! Dobra, tak czy siak. Tak mam stać czy nie stać? Koniec odcinka. Następnego, siemano.